All right, let's talk about a skill that can honestly change your life. Learning how to control your emotional responses. Today, we're going to build a toolkit that helps you stay calm and in charge no matter what life decides to throw your way.
You know the feeling, right? Someone makes a rude comment or cuts you off in traffic, and just like that, your whole day is tanked. That flash of anger, that frustration, it just takes over. But what if I told you that nobody actually has the power to ruin your day? Not unless you hand that power over to them.
And that's really the heart of what we're digging into here. We tend to think our emotions are these, wild forces that we just can't tame. But the real power isn't about stopping yourself from feeling angry or upset. That's impossible. The real power is in choosing how you respond to that feeling. And that, right there, is where you find your freedom.
This quote absolutely nails it. It introduces this huge idea of the space. So, the stimulus, that's the thing that happens to you. The comment, the bad news, whatever it is. The response is what you do about it. And that tiny little moment, that pause you can take before you react, that's the space. That's everything. It's where all of your power is hiding.
Okay, let's make this super real. Picture this. You're in a meeting and a colleague just shoots down your idea. The impulsive gut reaction, you get defensive, maybe you snap back with a sarcastic comment, and then you spend the rest of the afternoon just seething about it. But what if you use that space? You take a breath, you pause, and you ask a simple question. Hang on, is this really about my idea, or are they just having a terrible day? Suddenly, by just reframing it, you take all the sting out of it. You neutralize its power over you.
So, the big question is, how do we get better at actually using that space, especially when emotions are running high? Well, you need some tools. Think of this next part as your own personal emergency kit for when you feel that anger or frustration starting to bubble up. Here are 3 incredibly simple but really effective things you can do in that exact moment. First, just pause. Seriously, just give yourself a beat to think before you say something you know you'll regret later. Second, breathe. I mean, really breathe. Deep breathing is like hitting a reset button for your entire nervous system. And third, get up and move. A quick walk, a run, anything physical is one of the fastest ways to burn off all those stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol that are flooding your system.
And if you want a specific technique you can try, like right now, it's the 4-7-8 breath. It's so simple. You just breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, and then breathe out slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. That long exhale is the magic part. It literally tells your brain to chill out by activating your body's built-in rest and relax mode.
Now for a tool that might feel a little weird at first. It might even feel counterintuitive. But trust me, it is unbelievably powerful. I'm talking about silence. And this isn't about being weak or ignoring a problem. No way. This is about making a strategic, powerful choice to respond with calm instead of just adding more fuel to the fire. Even the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius knew this thousands of years ago. Think about it. When someone is angry and trying to get a rise out of you, responding with your own anger is like throwing gasoline on a fire. It just explodes. But silence? Silence starves the fire. It refuses to give it any more fuel. And remember this, silence is not a passive act. It is a very active, very deliberate choice. When you stay quiet in the face of provocation, you're sending a clear message. Your chaos is not my chaos. Your behavior is not going to dictate mine. You hold on to your own peace, and in doing so, you actually take all their power away.
Okay, this brings us perfectly to our next essential tool, and it's a big one: boundaries. Look, if your emotional well-being is a garden, then your boundaries are the fence you build to protect it. They are what you use to decide what gets in and what has to stay out.
Let's get one thing crystal clear right now. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It is one of the most fundamental acts of self-respect you can practice. Every time you say yes when you really mean no, you're draining your own energy and building up resentment. Your peace of mind is it's non-negotiable. It's too valuable to just give away.
So how do you actually do it without feeling like a jerk? Well, first, you have to be direct.
People aren't mind readers. They can't respect a boundary they don't know exists. Second, use I statements. Instead of pointing a finger and saying, "You're always interrupting me," try framing it from your side. "I feel really frustrated when I can't finish what I'm saying." See the difference? It's about your feelings, not their flaws. And last, and this is maybe the most important part, you have to be consistent. Every time you stick to your boundary, you're teaching people that you're serious.
So, look at how far we've come. We started by understanding that our reactions are a choice. Then we gathered some tools for instant calm. We learned the incredible power of silence and the necessity of boundaries. This whole thing, this is the journey from reacting on impulse to achieving emotional mastery.
If you take only one thing away from this, let it be this. Emotional control is not some magical power you're either born with or you're not. It is a skill. Just like any other skill, you can learn it, you can practice it, you can go from being a prisoner of your emotions to being the one who chooses wisely and calmly how to respond. That is what true freedom feels like.
So, I'll just leave you with this question. The next time it happens, the next time you feel that flash of anger, that wave of frustration, and you find yourself in that little space between what happened and what you're about to do, which tool will you reach for? Will it be the pause, the 4-7-8 breath, the wise silence? The choice is all yours.